Lamb boy. And I guess I've been dreaming. Cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems. I guess I've been dreaming. Cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming. Cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems. I guess I've been dreaming. Cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming.
Oh, and we in there. Man, what in the... Why? You know what? We ain't gonna worry about it. Okay. Anyways. Peace and love to all the guys and goddesses and the high vibrating species on the planets. How we living, y'all? What is we doing? Academies. Salute. Welcome back to the channels. Have a seats. You know what I'm saying? You already know how we do. And yeah. We gonna keep it in the skies, right? So I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody, well, I'm sure when you get this, it would already have passed, but you know, the northern lights that had, you know what I'm saying, did the little swing around the, you know what I'm saying, the states and stuff like that. Got to keep it green, baby. That's why I'm telling y'all, keep it green. You know what I'm saying? Excuse. So, anyways, if you're new, you know what? Just wait to the end. Just see if you're vibing with us. You know what I'm saying? Myself and the academates. You know what I mean? And then, you know what I'm saying, you can make your decision. And you know what I'm saying, come to your conclusion, that is, if you want to hit the like, share, subscribe. Because I don't send any pressure nobody's way. You know what I'm saying? It's just a humble request. Very grateful. Very appreciative in advance to all that does so. To all that share, like, subscribe, that helps, you know what I'm saying, the academy with the algorithm. You know, when you kind of start busting stuff down, they kind of start going against you with the shadow ban. You know what I'm saying? It's like they call shadow law M. Bison over. But anyways, y'all, you know what I'm talking about. Enough of that. We got SCP-1425 star signals. Now, if you know, you already know, and I shouldn't have to say, before the movie Nope, which I haven't seen. Yeah. If you got that feeling. But if you're like myself, an actual artist, when you see certain outlines and certain things, it just resembles other things. And sometimes it's just too hot for a coinkydink. And I myself don't do coincidence. I do reason. It's for the reason. Whether it's a sign or an actual ship or an actual entity on a different frequency, whatever. You know what I mean? The possibilities are damn near endless when it comes to the actual cosmos and what it all entails. But anyways, we're going to get to these star signals because I see a lot of those in the cloud. Never mind. In the sky. Listen, cloud to me, listen, my belief, the clouds are not real. I just don't think they're real. And I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything about spraying or any of that other stuff. I'm just saying about the actual clouds. Before anybody even noticed a plane spraying whatever the hell. When I went to school, there was only, I think it was like 3 clouds. And now, you know what? I'm going to drop some shorts and you know what I'm saying, and show y'all some of the photos and some of the vids I get while I'm out on the road. You know what I mean? Because I do a lot of driving. So, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I actually got a couple just over the week. But anyways, enough of all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all ain't came to hear me ramble with all this jargon. So we're going to go ahead and do what it is that we need to, man. What is going on right here, bro? Like, what is this? Like, what's going on? Where's my play button? Okay. Alright, so, Academates, I hope you got what you need, because I do. And without further ado, as you see, this one's trying to act a little fool, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing busting. You know what I mean?
SCP-1425 Star Signals. Self-help books, motivational seminars, life coaches, therapy, spiritual guides, and so on are all based around the concept of improving one's state of being, mentally and physically.
Mentally, physically.
A large number of these techniques are crafted specifically to take money from gullible customers, while others are spread by those who fully believe in what they preach. Like so many concepts in our world, these ideas are taken into the SCP universe and amped up into the very strange and unusual. SCP-1425 is very much connected to a group of interest known as the Fifthis, or the Fifth Church, which would be too much to go over here in addition to 1425. I'll let this video serve as an introduction to a later video on the Fifthis then, and let's just discuss star signals.
We're going to find that.
SCP-1425 is a hardcover book with the words Star Signals on the cover.
Okay.
And the message on the back reading, "Did you know that some stars in the sky are dead, but we still see their ancient image?"
Yes.
With the best-selling novel Star Signals, sold in 4 countries and translated into hundreds of languages.
Now, I don't know if he's going to bust that down, but what he means by that is basically the light that we're seeing, it's already come and gone. So the light that we're seeing could be from millions of light years away. So basically the star could already be out and kaput before, you know what I mean, we ever even knew that it was out. Like, we're still receiving that light from that far off in distance. So, you know, it's like supreme mathematics. I've been getting into it. I've been trying to learn it. It's not as hard as some people would make it out to be. It does require some thinking, of course. You can't overthink it, and I wouldn't try to add anything to that. I would just take the information given and run that and just probably do a give or take on it. You know what I mean? Unless you're actually in contact with some beings or whatnot. But, you know, that's neither here nor there, because a lot of people be out here channeling, and as far as I know, the ones that's here to help, they don't channel. They use a certain frequency, if you will, to reach certain people that they need to reach. So all the certain people that say they're channeling Galactic Federation and da. Nah. They're channeling someone, and it more than likely is going to be a disagreeable, not an agreeable. You know what I mean? They were pretty clear when they say they don't channel, because it can get distorted. Information can get distorted, and that was clear enough for me. So they use a certain frequency that certain individuals on a lower frequency can't tap into, so you can't stop the transmission. Let's proceed.
You too can tune into the celestial frequencies and then become like the stars. It seems vaguely reminiscent of many other self-help books, although it's questionable how many would be interested in becoming like a star. Diving into the book, a reader finds that it teaches
It depends, because some studies say some of these stars aren't actually stars. Some stars that you see, they're actually galaxies. Others are planets. Most of what you see, you're looking at planets and galaxies and stuff like that. They telling you stars because, of course, they got to keep their cover going. You know what I mean? So when you look at there's such a beautiful stars, but it's a ball of gas. How is a ball of gas? You know what I'm saying? You feel? But y'all do your due diligence, turn your CT on, get up in that sign. You know what I'm talking about? Boy, stop. You gonna be like, what? For real? Damn, how could I be so foolish? Well, don't worry. You can go find you a good old bottle of damn, whatever baby powder you need. You know what I'm saying? Plant it right there. And don't you worry, because guaranteed, just like the passing of an avatar, everybody fell for this, other than the ones that put you under it. I'm just gonna tell you like that. Everybody fell for it, except for ones that put you on it. So everybody gonna have at least one baby powder mark on their face, but it's okay. You're not alone. Just shake it off, buck up, Bart, and get to the truth of the thing. Get to the truth of the matter. The why is coming. Right now, you just need to go ahead and stomach the information of, wow, they really, yeah, they played. And it gets so deep. So these galaxies and planets and spaceships all in the sky, and they try to tell you through the movie, so they try to tell you, nope, because the people that came, that's in the sky, that's above somebody, you know what I'm talking about, they come to get these guys, and that's why they're saying nope. And then they want you to be afraid of the people that's coming to, you know what I'm saying, help you out. I ain't say come save you, I said come help you. But if you ain't vibing right, green, you know what I'm saying, or higher, you feel? Let's continue.
A self-help process called the 5-step.
Listen, I love the stars, man. I mean,
to help them achieve their dreams and ambitions. Unlike many self-help books, however, there is no practical advice passed on, but rather the star signal method consists of mantras, positive affirmations, and overall, essentially, wishful thinking. The book is filled with various nightly rituals that must be performed in order to connect to celestial bodies through
be careful what you think, though.
Which celestial body is used for the rituals is determined by a calendar printed at the start of the book.
Which is?
So that all practitioners of the star signal method will be focused on the same object at the same time. The anomalous effect, of course, is that the star signal method actually works. If an individual follows the guidelines presented in the book and focuses on a desire they have, reality will warp in order to accomplish the goal. If someone wishes to win the lottery, they'll do so the following week.
He's basically saying select a star, and don't forget that star. Select one, or a planet, or whatever you're selecting. Just know where it is, know what it looks like, know where it's located in the cosmos. You know what I mean? Know what those are not even constellations. Those are galaxies. Listen. I'm sorry, but okay. Let's just keep it for what you know. The constellations. Know what constellation, and you build a relationship with such star. Same thing when you're doing with deities and trees and animals and people and other species, you know what I'm saying? You build a rapport, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? And over time, dedicated to the friendship, the new bond, and if it's in the means and within your contract and it does not go against galactic law, maybe, and maybe I didn't say it will, maybe. It may help you out with that energy, you know what I'm saying? Send you some extra energy to help you manifest, because everybody can't do it like that. I don't know why they tell everybody they can, because certain people don't have certain things, certain properties and certain things unlocked and a whole bunch of other stuff that's it genetically makes it impossible for you to do a lot of the spiritual things that you hear most people talking about. It's really a money scheme that these people are, I'm telling you. Or they're using technology, which is cheating. So if that's the case, they can only get so far. So their information is limited still. And besides that, who wants to listen to the cheater? I tapped in. I did it.
The person following the book doesn't even necessarily have to do anything extra aside from the rituals, as the effect will still succeed 80% of the time. So far, this seems pretty incredible, and by itself it could certainly be considered a beneficial SCP, but you know there's more to the story.
Of course. How much of it you gonna hold out?
Mimetic triggers throughout the repeated rituals, designed to slowly alter the individual's thought processes. In the first half of the book, these are simply used to make the reader more agreeable to the overall concept of the star signal method, but the later chapters begin influencing the person's political and philosophical ideologies. 60% of individuals that read through the entire book begin exhibiting a condition known as Ojai syndrome.
Ojai.
But more on that later. The Foundation believes that Star Signals was written and published by the Fifth Church, a cult whose membership consists largely of celebrities. Essentially, an SCP version of Scientology. These cult members are typically identified through a polished green stone worn as a necklace, bracelet, or other accessory called a star stone. Celebrity endorsements and national media coverage quickly spread the word of Star Signals, and it became a bestseller within 2 weeks.
I think I heard of that.
We're given a number of excerpts taken from the book, curated to avoid mimetic triggers. Early sections are reminiscent of self-help books, although some of the language used is odd. One section discusses concentrating on the void inside of one's self, using it as a space to build your will until you hear music. It says this is not a metaphor. You should hear music, and to remember that nothing in this book is a metaphor. Another section involves repeating a mantra while focusing on a specific star. Some elements of this mantra have been redacted by the Foundation, but it says, "Now is our time."
Hey, listen to Catamates. I'm here to tell you, this right here, I know about this right here. I've done this. I've done this. I actually have a star. You feel me? I ain't even gonna front. I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm gonna keep it a foul wow. I actually have two. And they follow me around and stuff. I'm talking about seriously. And they let it be known that they around. You feel me? I am not fronting. I'm even my peoples. They've seen them. I pointed them out and they've seen them. I don't know what the hey is going on. I heard some information. I read a couple chapters. I don't know if it was this particular book, but I'm familiar with the information. And I say, you know what? I like the stars. I'm into astrology and all of that. You know what I mean? Let me give this a try. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, what's the harm in it? Besides all that, you look at a star or something that's gonna put a star up under your eye. I mean, I heard some little foolish childhood, whatever the hell. But listen, I do not have a star up under me eye, but I have one in me head. Real talk. And it depended on your what you subscribe to. Some people may be a star seed. You feel me? So there's a lot of stuff coming on. You know what I'm saying? These star signals, you can learn a lot, you can get a lot. But right about now, I must say, but he on point. He on point. And he's not shucking jiving with you right now, because I've actually done this.
Here is our space. We take your star. We hold your bonds. Repay your debt. It also says to not worry about memorizing the mantra, as once you say a specific mind-clearing word, you'll remember the mantra.
Okay, warning. It is a setup. If you have karma, no one can clear your debt. You must clear that. That's yours, and yours alone. Spiritually and soulfully. For whatever you will to thee, she will come see. Her name is Karma. And this is the year of the 8, and some karmatic debt has been getting lashed out. Y'all best pay attention to them details now. Yes, don't let everything go over your head. That's why over here at the academy, you know what I'm saying, we prepared for the war. And because it's a war for the mind, and it's a lot of deception going on. You know what I'm about? Confusion. It's look here, look there, but don't look up. But then again, look down, but don't look around. But hey, I don't know. Are your feet on the ground? Are you here? You see what I'm saying? Like it's busting around here. Pay attention. It's karmatic 8. But then again, on the flip side, there are those that has worked hard. You've done your due diligence. You got your CT on. You've paid your dues. You've made the proper sacrifices, the right sacrifices, so you could pursue your dream or whatever that you're into. You know what I mean? These people are beginning to get their just due. And then there are others that's old, theirs is coming too. And that's what this whole green light was about. You feel me? I think the shaman renaissance. Yeah. The planet's rising in frequency, y'all. Just to put it bluntly, the planet is rising in frequency. The green of that was telling you what vibration you need to be in. And if you're not there, that red that everybody saw that looked kind of crazy, yeah, that'll be the be in. I'm here to tell you. I'm not the only one here to tell you, though.
The 6th chapter discusses the concept of the 5th world, a vaguely defined idea that allows an individual to shape their reality and gives them true freedom. By the 9th chapter, things have gotten pretty strange, and so I'll read the complete excerpt. Some helpful advice that will save you in your coming weeks. Mirrors are for other people. Sit in a dark room by yourself for at least an hour per day. Move around as much as you're made to. If you feel yourself developing a soul, go outside immediately and follow the direction of the smoke until you meet them. Always listen for the sound slan of Turwal plural mug.
The fuck is that? What did you say? If you what? 5. Okay, 5. If you what?
Advice that will save you in your coming weeks. Mirrors are for other people.
Okay.
Sit in a dark room by yourself for at least an hour per day.
Okay.
Move around as much as you're made to. If you feel yourself developing a soul, go outside immediately and follow the direction of the smoke until you meet them.
What the fuck? Now I told you, Catamate, I told you there was some people here that didn't have souls at all. That boy said if you find yourself, you know what I'm saying, getting a soul, go out and meet that. You need that. Everybody didn't get one. Because everybody didn't come the way that they were supposed to come, through source, to get that spark. That's the soul. The spirit and the soul are not the same. The spirit is like animate. That's the animation of the body. The soul, that's the light body. Everybody ain't got one of those, unfortunately. Now, from what I understand, if you do the right thing, that means you gotta turn completely against your programming and go green and mean it. You can be granted one. Otherwise, it's limbo. Limbo, oh, you go. And I know it ain't fair. It ain't fair. But then again, you got to take it up with the people that made you. You know what I'm talking about? Because the splicing, that's, some of that's, that's crazy. When you, I'm trying to tell you, if the ancestors and, you know what I'm saying, Big Mama pushed for me to, you know what I'm saying, to go that route with y'all, then we'll go that route. But right now, like I said, she sent me here for the monsters. And of course, like I said, I'm having fun. I don't know what y'all have learned. You know what I mean? Y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all learned anything new. Just by different perspectives. You know what I'm saying? Because that there would definitely save lives. And you know what I'm saying, it generates more creativity and more frontal lobe activity, you know what I'm saying, and more brain activity. You know what I mean? Like if somebody tell you that you using 10% of your brain and the rest of it is junk DNA, then why the hell would I have all this junk in my head? It's not junk, man. It sounds like to me somebody shut it off. They put you in your cerebellum and no frontal lobe in your calcified pineal gland, so you can't even see, you can't feel. You using these two retinas, and they can only go so far. They can only see up to the 6th dimension, but they go up to 9. What's after that? It's stuff around you. I mean, your gut feeling ain't gonna be able to tell you every time. Your stomach may just be growling. Your eye ain't gonna twitch every time. Your nose ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like these senses, our senses aren't gonna be there every time. So you got to be able to use more than that. And that's basically what Buddy telling you right here. But you know what I'm talking about? They doing their thing. They're doing their thing. And I know I just stopped at a lot in it, but like I said, this is very interesting. I knew it when I pulled it up that it was gonna be popping. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. Star signals. This is right here what we got going on right now. We got a lot of star signals, man. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all see the TikToks and all that good stuff. I love it. I love it. I love it. They can't keep everything classified. They can't keep hushing everybody. Everybody don't get neuralized by SCP Foundation and all that stuff. There's too many of us. You know what I'm saying? Too many of us.
Always listen for the sound slan of Turwal plural Muganthe.
Who the fuck?
Love the Archons. When you hate them, they see you.
The Archon?
The 10th chapter, titled You Cannot Wake Up, seems to consist almost entirely of the indecipherable language, which, if you can understand it, is probably not a good sign.
I mean, I'm like...
It would seem that the book is designed to take away a person's individuality and free will, combined with creating a sort of unified connection to the stars. Let's move on to the most interesting part of SCP-1425 then, a log of the events that occurred from the publishing date of Star Signals, up to the point that the Foundation managed to shut the entire thing down.
Oh, let's get it.
The first print run of the book was done on an unknown date, and was reserved for members of the Fifth Church and their friends and family members. The second print run, with more widespread intentions, was completed on April 22nd, 2005, in 3 different locations, one in Texas, one in Maine, and one in England.
Of course, England.
A week later, a daytime talk show devotes an entire episode to discussing and promoting star signals. At one point, a guest, Hugh Laurie, makes a joke that the host's success might be due to the book's advice, adding, "I hope nobody hates you." The host stares at the copy of Star Signals in their hands, utters the F word, and remarks, "It's finding the holes." Despite the controversy over the obscenity, or perhaps aided by it, Star Signals sales grow 50 times their current rate during the following week. By the 12th day after release, reports of mental illness begin to increase across the southwestern United States. A notable case involved a family of 3 in the city of Ojai, California, who were arrested after a violent incident. The family were standing in a street several miles from their home, loudly discussing their surroundings using odd phrases, such as, "I love how the buildings don't line up anymore." When approached by a bystander, the father assaulted the man with a pocket knife, while the daughter shouted in an unknown language. The bystander was being forced to repeat the phrases, and if he made an error, the father cuts a square-shaped pattern on his face. The following day, the Foundation begins to look into the family's case, and their connection to Star Signals. They learn that despite the widespread attention on the book, there have so far been no actual reviews or analysis of the text itself, apparently an effect of the mind-altering anomalies, so readers don't openly discuss the text. The next day, Foundation researchers conclude that Star Signals is responsible for the recent spread of mental illness, and classify it as SCP-1425. Since it's now classified as an SCP, this constitutes a massive containment breach. A plan is created, designated Protocol Ophiuchus, involving shutting down the publishing company, recalling every copy of Star Signals, and removing any mention of Star Signals from broadcasts. MTFs are dispatched to the 3 printing locations.
Oh shit, they ain't finna do it. They ain't doing that over here. You know what I'm talking about? That's over there. That's on the other side. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to go and get into the world news to get what's going on over there. Because, you know, America, we special. So they're going to give us special treatment. Ain't it lovely? Ain't it lovely?
In England, where they meet armed resistance, but are ultimately successful.
Armed.
Foundation agents put out a fake press release saying that the published form of star signals is both missing the 11th chapter
armed.
and the 10th
Well,
chapter
hold on. Where
is
was y'all
misprinted.
at?
Agents put out a fake press release saying that in England, where they meet armed resistance, but are ultimately successful. Foundation agents put out a fake press release saying that the published form of star signals.
I thought he about. I don't know why I'm thinking in my head like he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? When he say armed, I was just thinking about the police, but because over there they can't have guns and stuff. I've actually been there to England, London, in Portsmouth and all that good stuff. Yeah, I've been around. I get around. But I'm not. But I got a story though, boy. They ain't got guns, but I swear, the female cop, man. Listen here. When I tell you, bro, was big as Brock Lesnar, and he was all getting boy, and she put the ooh. Listen here. For my first time going to a pub. And it was one of the big boy pubs. And I was chilling outside, just taking in the breather. Right before I went in, because I'm like, man, I can't believe I'm over here and this is all going on. And then I look down there and it's like, wow. I leave America, all the bickering and stuff at the club, and then I come right over to England, and they're doing the same thing out here. But what I don't see over here is what I saw over there. The dude got so disturbed. This woman, I don't know what she did to him. All I know, he went from over her like that to on the ground and and all the other guy cops just stood around just laughing, chuckling and stuff. And I was like, and then she's like really short. I mean, it was bad. I mean, I really just, okay, let me go. Let me get up in here. You feel me? I'm sorry, y'all.
Is both missing the 11th chapter and the 10th chapter is misprinted.
Maybe we should have a story time. I got a lot of stories.
And consumers are given a $25 voucher if they return their copies. Another episode of that daytime talk show is broadcasted, and during an interview with the musician Beck, the host interrupts and looks directly into the camera, saying, "You have to keep calm. Take a good deep breath. Remember what the man said. Stars may die in threes, but worlds die in fives, like insects injected with maggots." The interview then continues as if nothing occurred. The network puts out a statement that the host is suffering from exhaustion, but the Foundation is unable to locate them for detainment. 16 days after initial publication, the media has caught wind of the increasing number of individuals suffering from strange behavior. The mental illness is dubbed the Ojai syndrome due to the family in California, and is unexplained among the general public. The Foundation finds that amnestics can reliably cure Ojai syndrome. More broadcasts are intercepted by the Foundation featuring individuals affected by star signals, discussing events in odd terms, or even discussing events that never occurred, such as Gandhi's public suicide. By day 17, 200,000 copies of star signals
or like Ronald Reagan getting the business by old buddy in the back with the cloak.
That some copies of star signals may have been contaminated by terrorists with ricin poisoning. The Foundation works with the CDC and the NHS.
There it is. There it is, good people. I told you. The truth. You just got to keep listening.
To treat individuals suffering from Ojai syndrome, aided by another fake press release that some copies of star signals may have been contaminated by terrorists with ricin poisoning. The Foundation works with the CDC and the NHS to treat individuals suffering from Ojai syndrome, after a fake presentation claiming the syndrome is caused by a parasitic organism. They gather anyone they can locate exhibiting symptoms and administer amnestics before returning them to mental health facilities. 18 days after publishing, confiscation begins to slow down due to the fact that remaining readers are fully under the thrall of the text and have no intention of relinquishing their copies. The Foundation begins traveling door to door in hazmat suits in areas where they are most likely to find copies of the book under the ricin powder cover story. 3 senators attempt to report President Bush to the FBI, claiming that he's an imposter, as the real Bush was executed months ago. The senators suggest a live execution of the fake president on TV, hosted by comedian Dana Carvey. An episode of American Idol is completely pulled from...
Look here. Don't let that go over your head. Because there are certain people here that's working. And some of your celebrities have stepped off. Yeah. They say the truth is stranger than fiction, but fiction ain't even a thing. It's all truth. The rest of it just goddamn lie. I'm just gonna call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna call it fiction. We're gonna call it a blatant freaking lie to cause confusion and disorder and the violent chaos. When you can't think, you glitch. The first thing you know what I'm saying, most people, because they're trapped in this spell, you know what I mean? There's a lot of stuff going on. Synthetics, clones. Believe me. Your boy, what's the boy Arnold in Terminator? You feel me? He broke down the synthetics. Every time they drop one, they letting you know what they got busted. And believe me, if they showing you, they already way ahead of that. Just in case you catch the science, you won't be able to stop that. And if you can stop that, they got something better than that. Trust me. It's war, baby. You gotta stay ahead. You gotta stay ahead. 2 step, 10 step, as many steps. You feel me? But it's all coming to a close. Because we've been hawking ya. We've been hawking ya. And then when the planet doing her thing and the sun doing his thing, and with all of us around here doing our thing, and so many people just want to know, and they're tired of being lied to, regardless of what information. They could be just, I'm just now waking up to anything. I first saw my first spaceship, don't know nothing about who, what's the what. Regardless, that person would still stand in the same class of people that says, man, I'm tired of being lied to. I know something's going on. I can feel something, but you know what I mean? It's just you feel me? Everybody's there, regardless. At that point, we're all a collective, a unit. We are the majority. We are the people. We, the people, the majority. We deserve, we demand, we command the truth come from you, mother. You know what I'm talking about? Fuck all the charades, but hey, by universal law, they do not have to give it to you straight up. So if they're gonna leave you breadcrumbs, man, you better know what a crumb looks like versus the damn twig. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you may be in the nest and not eat and making your way home.
Large amounts of black smoke from her mouth, and host Ryan Seacrest urges fellow panelist Randy Jackson to take a deep breath in order to join her in hell. Jackson replies that he'll do that in his own home, and that Seacrest should take off his mask. Seacrest responds by tugging on his cheek and saying that this is real. They'll have to rip it off of him. They finish by both agreeing that they are alive with the words. Symptoms of Ojai syndrome reach their peak on the 19th day, as many are found walking through the streets claiming to be following smoke. 400 people in the U.S. and 300 people in Britain are detained and treated by the Foundation. A final episode of the same daytime talk show is broadcast live, featuring the host alone on a dark set, as she proceeds to conduct an interview with Dave Chappelle, despite the comedian not being present. 20 minutes in, the host is interrupted while speaking by a dark-gloved hand from behind, pulling her backwards out of sight amidst muffled screams. Foundation agents arrive shortly afterwards, finding an empty studio. By day 20 and on, less than 100 copies of Star Signals are believed to be out in the public, and a number of celebrities offer apologies for their erratic behavior. All personalities involved in televised incidents claim to have no memory of the events, and those that suffered from Ojai syndrome seem to experience no long-term effects. The Foundation continues to monitor and handle any mention of star signals and any previously undiscovered sufferers of the syndrome. Planning commences to deal with the Fifth Church, designated Operation Stargazer. The final piece of the documentation we're given is from the director of Project Ophiuchus, who explains why the project actually managed to work. He first says that the situation was much worse than they realized, since this would have resulted in a massive chunk of the population with reality warping capabilities working towards a singular goal, essentially restructuring our reality. Secondly, they really messed up in England, as they thought that they had more or less eradicated star signals from Britain, but during a royal parade on the 21st day, thousands of affected individuals shifted reality. According to him, for 45 minutes, London looked as if it had been dismembered and sewn back together. He says no one remembers it, and the Foundation possesses the only recording of the event. Third, he says that the Fifth Church actually began covering up much of their work for them, as once they realized that their goal of reshaping the world wasn't going to occur, they worked on protecting their secrecy. This is what prevented most of the witnesses of the strange events from actually remembering things, although the Foundation's not sure how. He also mentions that the cooperation of the SCC and Ofcom to allow them to kill broadcasts was very helpful, but the favor that the Foundation had to do for them is beyond even his clearance. Fourth, he says that there were some gaps in Project Ophiuchus, and additionally that they ended up having to use another SCP to help with the project. He mentions having to utilize Project Lethe, a name you might recognize from SCP-3002, and that they're still dealing with the consequences. Strictly speaking, the two Project Lethes were not written to be one and the same, but that doesn't mean that they can't be. Finally, he says that the Foundation was betrayed in England by Fifthist members that had infiltrated Foundation facilities. He finishes by saying that he believes there to be more moles within the Foundation, and if there are any Fifthists reading this,
you already know. You already know. Look like a snail, don't it? And hidden in plain sight, bro.
He asks if the phrase A star means anything. This goes unexplained, but is possibly some sort of Fifthist mental trigger that causes an adverse reaction. SCP-1425 is interesting for multiple reasons, such as the connection to the Fifth Church, the details of such a large cover-up by the Foundation, the effects of a mind-controlling cult capable of warping reality, and the similarities to organizations in our world. Aside from the whole reality warping, speaking in tongues, and mind control, SCP-1425 isn't that implausible of an SCP. Like I said, most people are interested in improving themselves, and celebrity endorsements and media attention can go a long way to popularizing a product. We'll take a closer look at the Fifth Church in a future video, but SCP-1425 provides a lot of groundwork for their introduction.
Okay. Star signals. Those are star seeds. It's a signal. That's what a star seed. They're talking about star seeds. They're talking about people from other places with certain signals, certain aura, heat signature, energy signatures. that connect with certain elements in planets and in galaxies and within in the cosmos. Yeah. But it's as above, so below. So they're reading signals from the top, and they're marking and they're matching up with certain signals down here. And that black hand, I know who that is. And not to mention what he said. They said they thought they had got rid of the last ones in England. That be the Moors. You know what I'm saying? Because they was running the Moors out of that. You know what I'm talking about? All that took place. Just go do your due diligence, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go read up on the truth, man. Y'all go get hip through it. Get hip to it. Get hip to it. It's bittersweet, baby, but you rather know the truth, because I promise you they talking all over you, and this is how you get caught up in the loop. So this is the academy, and this is not what I'm here to allow happen to you. So when you're on my watch, we got to go through this. And sometimes I may miss some stuff, and universe should be like, hey, you gotta spend a block on that. So you know what I'm saying? We may end up having to spend a block on some video, but for the most part, don't let this one go in your head. Star signals, star seed, and all the other stuff. It's everything is relevant. Everything has a truth to it. You just have to. The breadcrumb task is to unlock the mystery. Why hint around with it, the information, and not just give you the science? What do you not want us to know about certain things, and why? But it's all out here, y'all. Nobody has an excuse. The information that you seek, whether it's truth or just to go along, get along to go along gang, it don't matter. Whatever it is that you seek, it's here. You just better hope that it's on the right side of the spectrum when the vibration click in. You know what I mean? Because I mean, you see what I'm showing you. I'm not the only one. I picked up on it myself. Parallel with others. It's the energy. So I picked up on it. I just got into it, and here we are with it. And I looked on the map, and I seen the thingy thing, and it was green. I'm like, oh, uh-oh. So, listen, I'm not here to condone. I'm not here to sway. I'm just here to relay a perspective and validate some stuff that I actually have knowledge on, that I actually read upon, and actually partaking in, and happen to know about some stuff. You feel me? And it ain't my fault that it's just breaking down, man. It's breaking down. So academates, y'all keep y'all head on the swivel. Watch out for the negative star signals, because there are negative beings using such signals. You know what I mean? Sleepers and all that other type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? To do their will and their bidding, to maybe pull you from the green down to the red again. You know what I'm talking about? So watch out. Head swivel. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you keep yourself protected spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally. Remember, it is a war for your mind. You know what I'm saying? And this tapped into the spiritual and the mental side, which, you know, mental, that's hand in hand with your emotions. So in your emotion is what really drives that energy. You know what I'm saying? That's the real buildup right there. Like something really gets to you, you get hot, and then you got such things around here that like that energy. You feel me? Especially if it goes left, and that's what they're expecting you to do. So we have to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Self-control, self-aware. Like I said, if you know thyself, the better you know yourself, the more you can see your enemy. The more you can see your enemy, you can know who ain't really a friend of me. You know what I'm saying? For real. So I do more for learning for myself, to know me. You know what I'm saying? What I'm with, what I'm not. Prospectively, I throw myself in other people's shoes a lot, because I don't feel it's right to always see things one sided. That's why I don't try to. I'm not here to condone or sway your mind. You know what I mean? I just tell you to you know what I'm saying? It's eagerly, and I urge everyone to do some research. And I mean, I'm not talking just click a couple buttons and flip a couple pages. I mean, dude, really get in, man. That it's not hard to find it. You just gotta want it. You really gotta want it. Like, if you really don't care for it, then nah, you're not gonna find it, and you're always gonna find exactly what you expect. You know what I mean? Oh, I knew it was some bullshit. When you got 100,000 people around you, got the same image, but I knew it was on some bullshit. And as soon as it hit the fan, we gonna be on a whole nother format, and you gonna be walking out your house wondering why everybody gone, and you looking like I Am Legend without the dog, or anything else. But anyways, Academates, man, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, man. Staying at green. You know what I'm saying? Keep that oil operating in love. You feel me? And it is a difference between love and cosmic divine love. You know what I mean? You feel me? Learn that difference too, man. I put y'all on a lot of homework, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, scientifically learn these things. Learn these things. It's energies and frequencies, man. Some things play with your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually got a song about love. I'm telling you, I got a song about love, and I break it down. I listen to it all the time, and it's like, wow, that sounds like, wow, that's a dilemma. Like, who is this? And then I realized who it was. So I was writing about a certain angel. His name is Cupid. Goes by love. Yeah. But anyways, y'all be good. Peace and love to all the guys and goddesses and all the high vibrating species on the planet, man. We gonna be back with a netting. Going deeper. Peace.